guys, what's up? I thought I made an updated tier list video already. So far I have two on my channel. I thought I did a third one, and the reason why is because my thoughts on this game's characters change literally every day. So I don't plan on doing like a weekly roundup. I mean, eventually I'll get to the point where it's mostly fine, but there's some standout characters that I have all in the wrong places. In my last one, especially in my A rank tier, I had characters I have no idea why I put them there. So, and I made one and I didn't upload it, and I thought I did. So, so I'm going to upload this one, which is almost identical to my last one that didn't get put up, but it's pretty different from my last one that is up. It's pretty different from my last video. So this one, I'll probably be the last one for a while, but I do like making these tier lists, and it's good to get these ideas out here so that way people know where to look. A lot of characters that were really low, I've buffed up. I put them way higher, and certain characters that were high, I just didn't know what I was thinking, and I put them down where they probably belong. And I'm getting a good sense of where I think characters really belong, and this has some bold statements on it, but and that is kind of the point, is to be bold with these tier lists. But looking at my past ones, I can't let them stay as the status quo. I have to keep it updated, and I would have to say this is the most up-to-date one for sure. I'm going to be comparing it to my last one, and I'm not going to go over every single last detail on why I made my decisions. I'm going to skip over a lot of characters and mainly talk about the ones that really stand out to me. So I'm not going to talk about why every character is where they are. I'm going to talk about why the ones are that matter are where they are. So basically I'm just going to talk about some of the characters. But let's go ahead and start this off. First, let me look at my old one, and then let me go back and reference my new one. So first of all, right off the bat, I don't know why like Yoshi is like number one. But Yoshi, he's here. He's still in the Ultra Instinct tier. I really do think he deserves it. I mean, he really is one of the best characters in the game. So he's definitely staying up here. Yoshi just kicks ass, man. Like, if you play as him, with his eggshells, with his ground pound, being able to go through platforms, with his down A air attack, and then his incredibly fast up A air attack, and even his back A air attack's amazing, and then his front A being a fast spike that's also good for doing damage earlier on in the game. Like, I mean, I feel like Yoshi, whenever I play with him, I feel like almost everything I do is safe. And I don't even have that much fear in my eyes. I just kind of approach people and do whatever the hell I want. He's such a good character. But I have Inkling as number one on here, and I have Inkling as number one for a reason. Because Inkling is, without a doubt, one of the most powerful and broken characters. Inkling is super high top tier potential. Inkling is so strong. So, I mean, down B doesn't hurt her. Down B is very powerful. It takes up a lot of paint. That's the drawback. It takes up a lot of ink. But charging ink isn't actually that hard. You just knock people away, and then you have all the time in the world to charge. So really, if you are a player who's not very good at edge guarding, you don't really need to edge guard with Inkling, because you can cause so much damage that you can then get some kills with Inkling. Her side B isn't like the best move in the game by any means, but considering that you walk forward with it and it puts people underground, and if they're at high damage, you can smash them and kill them, and they'll be underground for a while because you have to mash pretty hard to get out when you're at high damage. And her whole theme, everything about her character, is about getting her opponent at high percents. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then not to mention, I think it's like basically like another jump. If you're off screen, you can actually use the forward B to do a pretty decent recover. And then let's talk about her actual recovery. It's one of the best in the game, as it actually does like damage to you when it lands. So you can't even be up her ass the whole time. And in fact, if you're up on her ass, she will destroy you up close, because her up smash is also very good. And then not only that, but it's hard to zone her out because she's a zoning character herself. You know, she has her grenades, and I mean, and her grenades are very easy to aim. And again, you can throw them on yourself or at other people. They're very useful weapons. So by far, I think she's the best character in the game. Not that she's a flawless, broken character. There's ways to beat her, but playing certain matchups is really hard. Like if you have to play as a character who like I would say use a sword character against her. Like using a character like Fox or Pikachu could be a mistake, but maybe I'm wrong on that. But I was trying to use Pikachu against a pretty good Inkling and was realizing that I was making lots of mistakes, and, and that I couldn't figure out a way in. I had to switch to one of my actual better characters instead of just playing Pikachu, who's also top tier. Pikachu is also up here for a good reason. Um, I have Pikachu up here, and I moved Pichu up to Super Saiyan Blue when Pichu I think was a little bit lower because Pichu does damage to himself. The thing is, as I play Pichu, I realize it doesn't really matter that he does damage to himself, especially if you know to use his up A. His up air attack will not do damage to himself, but it doesn't matter. Like, even he has more attacks that do damage electric than Pikachu does, so almost every attack really does damage to himself, and uh, he's good. He's definitely really fast, which makes him really fun and easy to juggle people in the air. But I have Pikachu up here for a reason, and it's not just for the fact he doesn't damage himself. Pikachu is a little bit slower than Pichu, and so you are actually losing out on Pichu's speed advantage, making Pichu a very viable choice to where you shouldn't just pick Pikachu over Pichu. There is actually a debate there on who you might want to beat. But I've had much better results with Pikachu, and the reason why is because Pikachu is broken for a reason. It's him and Pichu do not have all the same moves. Pikachu's moves are better for the most part, and do more damage. And when you combine that with his forward smash, Pichu's forward smash is nothing. Pikachu's forward smash, I actually throw it out sometimes because it's fast enough to where it'll come back and it won't bite me in the ass. But the reason why is because it has range. The range on the forward smash lets me kill even people with swords from a little bit of a nice distance to tell them, hey, just fuck off, and so I really am liking Pikachu's forward smash. It's one of my favorite things about him. But not even that, his down smash, I think Pichu's is very similar, where it just sucks you in and just does damage over time. Obviously, all of his air attacks are amazing, but his down air is an amazing kill attack with spike potential. So and both Pikachu and Pichu have amazing recoveries, but Pikachu's does it does stun. It stuns you. It has hit stun. So getting back on the edge, or someone's like charging a smash or something, you can zip past them, and if you do it right, you'll even hurt them. So like a lot of Pikachu is a very, very safe character who has also got range and who's strong. And so both Pikachu and Pichu are very high characters. That can't be understated. They are both very good characters. I think Pikachu's a little bit better, and that's why Pichu's good, but the results I've had with Pichu and the results I have with Pikachu are just night and day. So I have to say Pikachu's like the best. I'm not sure where I've had Olimar in the past. Let me look. I think I didn't have him in blue. Yeah, I had him in blue. So he was in blue, so he wasn't Ultra Instinct. I gotta bump him up. Everything I see of this guy's crazy. Same with Cloud. Cloud was in blue. No, Cloud was in Mystic. Oh my gosh. So I had Cloud in blue in the tier list that I was going to upload because I think Cloud is too good for Mystic. And yeah, he's rightfully where he should be now. He is up there in Ultra Instinct. That's where Cloud belongs. I mean, look, I know the Fire Emblem characters are amazing. Don't get me wrong. Marth, Lucina, Roy, and Chrom are all in Ultra Instinct just the same. They're all that good. They all are. And when you have one character who's fucking S tier, and then you have one character that's a semi-clone, and then they both have echoes, they're all going to be up here, dude. Because they're all that good. And I switch between all four of them and have great results in differing ways. For me, I personally think I prefer Roy to Marth and Lucina, and this is the first Smash game where I've ever preferred Roy to Marth, but I think everyone kind of agrees. Like, I think most people are agreeing that Marth and Chrom are just fucking top dog in this game. So I have them way up here, and I think I like Roy the most, but I go back and forth. Either way, when we talk about Cloud, Cloud's got more range than them with some great tilt attacks. His down tilt is a great way to get in, and that goes under so many attacks. Why Cloud has a Mega Man slide is beyond me. Because at least Simon, it makes sense. He does it in the game. Mega Man, it makes sense. He does it in the game. Cloud, I don't know if he's ever done like a downward slide like that. I mean, it's hard to tell between Final Fantasy and Dissidia. I've never seen that, but I will say that it is great in this game. Not to mention his up tilt covers a lot of range, but so do the Fire Emblem characters. Just like I could say his forward B is a great move to throw out. Same with the Fire Emblem characters. The only difference is that when the Fire Emblem characters do their forward B, it's really, really good on the ground. Probably better than Cloud's because they actually travel forward. But Cloud's sucks you in, so that way he can get more hits with his cross slash. And when you're hitting it, at least the limit version, you actually stay in the air. We should also talk about the fact that the limit does boost you. It gives you a faster downfall, which is a nice little thing, helps you get in better to do your limits. So it doesn't really matter. Cloud's been nerfed, sure, of course he's been nerfed, but he's still fucking good. But now he feels like he's good in a way that makes sense, where you have to work for it. His aerials are ridiculous. His forward A in Smash 4 was like this, a move you had to like charge up slightly. His forward A in Smash 4 is like quick, and it spikes people down. Holy shit. His down A is good for the same reasons Link's is. I think Cloud's isn't as good as Link's down A, but it gets the job done all the same. His up A, though, I mean, do I even have to say anything about his up A being one of the best up A's in the whole game? It's so fast, you can combo into it with another up A. Like, it gets the job fucking done. Cloud's biggest weakness is obviously his recovery, but the reason I have to put him in S tier is because if you want to main Cloud, you will get over that recovery issue. It's not that bad. It's not like Little Max, where his recovery, I really do think, keeps him super far down on the list. Cloud can make up for his recovery easy, because just like a character like Incineroar, who doesn't have the best recovery, at least you can, or even Chrom as well. Chrom, you can get camped out. Like, Mega Man can wreck Chrom, as Zero and Plup have been demonstrating in their videos. And the thing is that with certain characters, as long as they're strong enough, they'll still get enough kills at enough speed to make up for the fact that they might die a little easier. But Cloud, even especially thanks to his limit, I feel like his recovery is, and his aerial speed is good enough to where it's like, just get where you need to go, grab the ledge, and getting to the ledge, they can't really come at you if you're Cloud. His neutral A is such a great, with that, his sword giving him the disjointed hitbox is such a great way to say, get out of my way, get out of my face. They have to camp you out with projectiles. They have to zone you to death with Cloud, but I think, again, he can just fall past a lot of it and then use his up B to grab the edge. And when he has his limit, it's over, of course. So Cloud has a lot of good. His recovery is good enough. You against a newer Cloud player, you might be able to get the advantage on them. But I have to say, Cloud is fucking top-notch, amazing damn character. One of the best sword characters in the game. But look at the S tier and look at the A tier. Like, sword characters are kind of like really in right now. Sword characters kick fucking ass. So yeah. Of course, I get. Need I even say anything about Roy, Marth, Peach, and Pokemon Trainer, who I always have up here? I mean, we already know these guys are awesome. Link, I still have to keep Super Saiyan Blue because the more I play him, the more amazing I do. He's by far my best character. He's my main. Effectively, as a Link player, I'm probably going to make a whole video about why I main Link and what I love to do with him. It's not going to be like a tutorial video. It's just going to be my explanation. Mainly because there's so many people who seem to think Young Link and Toon Link are better than him. And I think it's just because Leffen says that. And while I respect the hell out of Leffen, I don't think he plays every single character to their full potential. I think he sticks to what he likes and then kind of has rash, controversial opinions on other things. I mean, he's kind of known for that. This is not a diss on him because I bet you he's going to, if anyone looked at my video and saw like a character who's really low and they disagree with that, they would call me out on it. And my past few videos, I feel are very shameful and bad and not very good. And so, that's whatever. Mega Man, he's getting buffed hardcore. I think last time I had him I had him in like Namekian, and then the video that was unreleased, he was Kai Mystic. Dude, he's Super Saiyan Blue, possibly even Ultra Instinct, with his down tilt, with his air tornado, like up air, with his fucking his spike that you don't have to be that close to him to accomplish, with his up smash, his forward smash being like probably one of the best forward smashes in the game because it has all that distance on it. And I mean, you can even camp people out with forward smashes. Like, that's amazing. The fact you can camp people out with forward smashes is fucking that's incredible. Like, honestly, he might need to be up there, but he just doesn't have the most hit stun because of his A attacks. He doesn't, obviously he has no jab combo or really any jabs at all because he has little bullets. And he doesn't have a forward tilt because forward tilt is him actually walking forward while shooting, which can be good because that is a great way to get some scratch damage going for people who are trying to fuck around. His bread and butter is his incredibly buffed Leaf Shield. Now, I used to have him pretty low, and that's because I didn't realize how much more better the Leaf Shield is. Every hit with the Leaf Shield has hit stun. You could basically just walk into people, and that's your damn jab combo with Mega Man. But the difference is that the way it works is so different, it's easily going to catch people off guard and trip them up. But again, also, it's like every hit has hit damage, does damage. But imagine if you could walk with your jab combo, but your jab combo also ate projectiles. That's what Mega Man's Leaf Shield does. It eats projectiles. It's still a shield, guys. It's a shield. And then you can also just throw it when you need to. So this is a move that's been buffed dramatically. I've heard his Saw Blade has also been buffed pretty good. So, I mean, I gotta say, Mega Man, it's so cool to know that Mega Man is one of the better characters in this game. People are saying he's top 5, possibly top, people are saying he's top 5. So, like, and I see it. He's definitely a really good character. So I buffed him all the way up to Super Saiyan Blue. Honestly, keep watching Plup. What Plup does with Mega Man is awesome. Watch some Plup. I always watch the Melee guys. I don't really watch too many Smash 4 guys. I like Zero a lot, and obviously Nario's pretty dope. But, like, besides, like, the top guys, I'm not that into Smash 4 guys. Even though that's the game I play, Melee is just so much more fun to watch, and I like the people involved in it. So, Plup, awesome Melee dude. Watch his videos. Watch his Mega Man. Fox. This is a guy people are saying is possibly like top 5, top 10. I have him here in Super Saiyan Blue because I think he is weak to a lot of characters. I think a lot of characters have ways to exploit him. However, he's fucking amazing, dude. He's so much fun. He's so fast. His up air is broken. It's a great move to, like, attack people with, but its kill potential is ridiculous. And he's so fast, especially in the air. He's fast, and he's fast in the air. Has a fast air drop speed, too. So this guy can do insane work. He feels like a fucking Dragon Ball Z character, and just, like, he just does work to people. His recovery is also very fucking decent. It goes really fucking high and far. So it's a great way to get back on the stage. It's obviously got a major weakness with the fact that if you see someone charging it, you can just go smack them. But it doesn't matter. Because if you just get far away enough when you're charging, you'll be fine. So yeah, it's really nice. His forward B is like so good. I feel like it's not safe on block, but a lot of people don't know what to do at the time. You end up throwing it out, and people block it, and then I end up like punishing their punish. Because people don't know how long it's supposed to be. I guess against an experienced player, they might be a little bit careful, or maybe throw out a jab combo or something. But the reality is that if you're a good Fox player, you'll know when to use that forward B, and man, when you hit it, it just knocks him in the air, and that's exactly what you want to do with Fox. You want to knock him in the air, get him to a high damage, and then fucking up A. But when they're not at a high damage, you could throw out your forward A or your neutral A and just juggle them like a motherfucker. His forward A is great because it's a multi-hit attack. So, Fox, and then you combine that with the reflector. Think about all the characters like Mega Man, Inkling, Cloud, Olimar, Pikachu, Pokemon Trainer, Yoshi, Link, fucking Simon and Richter, Wolf, Falco, Snake, Zero Suit. I just mentioned almost every character, even Peach and Daisy to a little bit extent. Almost every character in the S and A tier have projectiles as part of their moveset. So having Fox with that reflector, that's going to be a big winner for him. So with you have all those options to get in, plus you can reflect projectiles away. So get the fuck out of here. You know, the best way to beat a lot of characters who are running around, dash dancing, and doing crazy shit is just fucking chuck something at them. Just fucking throw something at them. It even makes it, when I play as Pikachu, I like to do a Thunder Shock and then start sprinting after them, and they get caught up on the Thunder Shock. Same with Yoshi, I'll throw an egg and then go run in and hit them. Obviously, that's how I play Link, and I'm going to describe that in my video whenever I make it. So, having Fox to just be like, having those super fast abilities to get in and do work, plus he has a great jab combo, and then having that ability to be like, someone's throwing something at me? No, back at you. That's really fucking useful, this guy. So he's just got amazing attacks, mainly. His A attacks are just through the roof, and he's got just enough tools with his special moves to keep him going alive, keep him going strong. Squirtle, he would be S tier if he had kill abilities, but you just switch to Ivysaur Charizard. That's why Pokemon Trainer is S tier. Squirtle, judging him on his own, you know, whatever. But I even then, I still judge the fact that, like, yeah, but you can just switch out. So Squirtle's a fucking god. I mean, we all know it. So, in fact, if you're playing Pokemon Trainer, you're probably using Squirtle. So, yeah. Simon and Richter, some people will have them in their, like, S tiers. I don't think they're S tier. But their recovery being bad doesn't matter because their whip, literally the whip saves you so much. And like, so they're not really on like Chrom and Cloud's level of bad recovery. They can fucking get right back up. And their zoning abilities are just ridiculous. So yeah, of course they're here. Wolf and Falco, I think I had a lot lower, and then I was trying to decide where they go. In my last video that wasn't made, I had Fox, Super Saiyan Blue, and I had Wolf and Falco and Kai Mystic. And I had to buff them up because I've been seeing even more stuff with them, realizing they're not too far off from Fox. While I do think Fox is better than them, I think that effective players can use the differences to a huge advantage. So this is me saying, hey, if you like Wolf and Falco, go ahead. But let's be clear. Falco's strategy is kind of similar to Fox's, but with its own differences. Wolf is very, very different. If you side B with Wolf, you're not coming back. You're dead. So you need to know when to use it. But again, that's just something to keep out the low players and keep the top players in. His gun is amazing. It's one of the best tools he has. Combine that with his claws, which again separates him from Fox and Falco a lot. His claws, Leffen compares it to playing as like Marth or something. And when you really think about it, yeah, his forward air and his up air are very similar. They're like these little slices that go by really fast. Even his down A is kind of similar to like someone like Roy or Crom's. So I have to say, while Wolf was my favorite of the three in Brawl. This one, it's definitely Fox, but Wolf brings enough to the table. He's got some range on his forward smash. He's got some, like again, his air attacks are really good. So yeah, this is me saying they can still do some fucking work, and they're still awesome characters. I've been watching Mango play as Wolf actually, and been liking it. Snake, I think I had him lower. I think I had him as Kai Mystic or possibly even Super Saiyan. Anything lower than A tier is a fucking disgrace. Anyone who says he's not A or S tier is wrong. He is super fucking good. He's probably one of the best characters in the game. He's probably even top 10 for all I know. If you can get the timing down for his aerial attacks, that just adds so much more dimension to the character. But even if you struggle with that, his down A is pretty easy to hit. But it's all about his fucking bombs and his up smash, his ability to camp people out, blow them up, make it to them afraid to approach. His recovery being super fucking good. This is a guy who knows what he's doing. It's definitely a character for mastered, experienced players, but it's totally worth it. He fucking plays great. Even when I'm Fox and I'm trying to like I'm like, maybe I can reflect something back at him. And it's like I can't do shit. You know, he's a character that I can beat him with Pikachu, but even then, it's like I take hits. I take hits doing that. Zero Suit Samus, nothing needs to be said. She's awesome. And I'm a Kai Mystic. Big one I want to talk about here is Incineroar first, who I had in the human category. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I played some matches with him, and I think they're just some bad matchups. The more I play with him, the more I realize he's actually better. He can single-handedly make characters obsolete. If someone's bugging you with one of the top-tier characters, if you pick Incineroar, you could actually just, like, dismantle them. Now, he definitely has some weaknesses. If he's outranged, then he's going to have a problem. But he's fast enough and has enough range, and he's big enough to really fuck up and ruin some people's days. His counter ability is amazing, especially on projectiles, where people just are giving you your ability to power yourself up. I've definitely know a lot of like pro players, a lot of people like this guy. People who are really good at the game are gonna like this guy. He's definitely made for 1v1s, but that's what we're talking about anyway. His throw power is amazing. His command throw itself is just, it goes through blocks, it goes through attacks. I mean, command grabs always go through blocks, right? But almost a lot of the attacks, unless they hit perfectly, they're gonna whiff, and you're just gonna like do whatever you want, and you can really make someone your bitch with Incineroar. So he's definitely a top dog. He's awesome. He's my favorite heavy in the game. A lot of other people would suggest Donkey Kong, which is why he's also up here. And I understand why, because Donkey Kong kicks ass too. With his, armor. He has a lot armor on some of his attacks, like K. Rool. And Donkey Kong has fucking range with those goddamn long arms, man. And, he's got the combos too to back it up. I think I've already talked about Bowser and his kill potential. I think I buffed Captain Falcon, because Captain Falcon, with his downward spike, I think puts him up over the edge. But his flying knee is still goddamn amazing, and yeah, his down B is just like, it's a man's presence. I think Captain Falcon was really good at Smash 4, and I think last time I said he got nerfed, but he's still really good. Let's talk about Samus and Dark Samus. I like Samus and Dark Samus more than like Mewtwo in this game. And every time I make a video, I say Samus and Dark Samus are just bad and disappointing and blah blah blah. No, I was wrong. The more I play with them, the more I see of them, the more people play as them against me, the more I realize how wrong I was. These guys, this is the best they've been since like Melee. And here's the thing. In Brawl and in Smash 4, they were pretty badly hurt and they were lacking. They were not the best characters and they really needed some help. I feel like now they're definitely speedy enough and quick enough and good enough to get the job done. The missiles are great. Being able to charge it in the air is very, very, very helpful. And I'm even using the bombs to get down is a great strategy. I have Samus over Dark Samus, but really, I would never play Samus. I used to play Samus over Dark Samus because I actually do like hero characters more than villain characters. But Dark Samus actually has an interesting enough difference. Her electric attacks have more hit stun than all Samus's fire attacks, and most of her attacks are electric based. Where Samus has a few electric attacks, she's mostly got fire attacks. Electric attacks are better than fire attacks because of hit stun, and I do believe that Dark Samus is better for that reason, though they are mostly identical characters. But I also will say with Dark Samus, sometimes when I'm fighting her and she does her dodge roll, she literally just like floats next to you and floats through you. It looks almost like her walking animation. It really fucks with my head. So I think that mind troll game is another reason why I like Dark Samus more than Samus. But I'm gonna put them right next to each other for a reason. Diddy Kong, I keep putting up and down and up and down. The last video I had him down in like Super Saiyan or maybe even Namekian because I just feel like he's been nerfed pretty hard. But even through the nerfs, I gotta say he's still Kai Mystic B tier. Because even through the nerfs, he's still good, has some great abilities and great potential. He's still awesome. Diddy Kong's still a really good character. Ganondorf, I also had really, really low, and I've been putting him higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. He's got combos, and as long as you know how to use the timing on his attacks, you'll do good with him. But other people, once they learn the timing, you're going to have a hard time doing some hits with Ganondorf. But again, with his downward A spike, his down B kick, his forward B, and in fact, it can catch you in the air and matches early with suicides, stuff like that. He's a pretty good character. I think his recovery is really, really lacking, though. Honestly, he's kind of lucky he's even up here in the B tier, but he definitely deserves it with his ability to get in and crush up close. Ike, a lot of people are saying Ike is super amazing, super omega good. I think he's pretty good, but I don't think he's as bad as I initially thought he was. I think he's definitely really good. He's fucking scary. I think he's better than he was in Smash 4. I think this is the best Ike has ever been, ever. And I could do some great, cool stuff with him. I don't know, maybe if I make another video, he might end up in Super Saiyan Blue tier. But I do think his lack of speed makes it to where all the faster characters can kind of dunk on him. Ryu and Ken, I want to talk about too really quick because they were a lot lower previously, and I had to up them up. I had to really give them some more praise because they really do kick ass. Like I fucked around with them just a little bit, and I realized that I was beating a lot more characters than I thought were possible. They actually have a potential to get in up close and do some fucking work and kick a lot of ass. So it might seem like at first they don't have it's scary to approach sword users or anyone with range, but that's not true. They can actually get in close enough and really hurt you, especially with the Tatsu and their focus attack. So, and then of course Ryu's up A in the air is amazing. And yeah, they both have good Shoryuken, so I have to say they're really good. So I definitely had to bump them up to B Kai Mystic when normally I always keep them in like the C territory. Who else? I don't think Mewtwo is down, he's lower, and that's because I think Samus and Dark Samus are better than him, so there's no reason why I would want to keep him Super Saiyan Blue. Wario and Rob might be higher, but I could be wrong on that. Wario, I think if you're in the community at all, you've been hearing people talk about Wario. Wario's got some amazing A attacks. That's what keeps him going. So yeah, Wario definitely super good. And these characters, I think, mostly explain themselves. I'm not sure why I had Greninja up so high last time, but that's fine. This is much more where he belongs. He's not terrible, but he's not as good as I was thinking. I think Super Saiyan, yeah, Palutena I put a little bit lower, and Lucario I put lower, just because I don't think they have as much of the amazing potential as I thought, but they are still pretty good. Kirby is definitely up higher than where he was. Kirby's got amazing A attacks. He had no business being so low last time. I think I was just like dunking on Kirby because he's never as good as I want him to be, but he's actually pretty damn good in this one. He's definitely better than every character I have below him, and honestly, I think that if you picked Kirby, you could actually do some fucking work against a lot of the B tier, so yeah, I definitely think he deserves it. Let's talk about Sheik. Sheik sucks. I don't know why people like her so much. Oh wait, yes I do. Because she's good in Melee, she's good in Brawl, she's good in Smash 4. Well, she's not really as good in this one. She's still fast and do some attacks, but she can't kill for shit. And you have to like go super hardcore, go out of your way to edgeguard, do insane edgeguards, do insane shit, insane plays to get kills with her. To the point where there's really no point in doing that. I think... yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to put yourself through all that trouble. It just makes no sense at all. So you're better off using pretty much anyone else. Play as Bayonetta. Play as Bayonetta. Play as Zero Suit Samus. If you want like a fast character, play as them. Don't play as Sheik. Ice Climbers, pretty bad. Nothing special. Yeah, they have decent combos, but I almost never see them. And it's hard to do. You can't just cheese people with them like you used to. Game & Watch, I think I had in Human. And, well, he was in, like, Namekian, then he got back down to Human, now he's back up in Namekian. That's where he's not bad. He's got some good shit. But, Robin is a character that I want to be better. I want this character to be good, but he's not that good. And the more I did 1v1s with Robin, the more I realized he'll never be he'll never be up there. Rosalina, she's a lot more fair and balanced than what she used to be in Smash 4. But that also kind of makes her not have much potential going on for her. The Luma gimmick is not that great. It doesn't really work that well, and Luma just kind of dies. So, yeah, I mean, she's kind of an asshole to fight sometimes, but it's not like fighting K. Rool where you have to worry about super armor and all the projectiles. It's not like fighting a lot of the characters above her where you can't approach them. Like you can't approach Snake or Inkling. You're like really afraid to fuck with them. I'm not afraid to fuck with Luma. I literally just knock it out of the way and it's gone, you know? So no, she's nothing special. Zelda, while this might be the best Zelda to date, she's still not that great. She's still okay. She's better than she used to be, and she's fun to play with, and she can do some work, but she's not up there. She's really not high enough. Let's talk about the E tier. Is DD the worst character in the game? No. But he used to be in D tier, and now he's in E tier because he's bad. He's not very good. Everything that used to make him good is kind of boring and whatever now. He's really nothing. He's got nothing going on for him. His A attacks are kind of good, and that's about it. So yeah, he's kind of sad. Jigglypuff, you know, I like to keep her up high, but if your name isn't Hbox, then I don't know what you plan on doing with this character. Again, it's like you might as well. There's so many better characters to pick. Like when there's 74 characters in the game, and there's going to be even more with DLC once we get Piranha Plant and Joker. It's like, why would you pick Jigglypuff when there's so many better characters? Yes, Jigglypuff can still do work, but she dies super, super easy. There's really no point to it. Yeah. Bowser Jr.'s terrible, Ridley's bad, and Wii Fit's bad. That's my tier list. I love hearing any sort of feedback, that's for sure. And I know I didn't talk about every character, but I tried to talk about the most interesting ones and why certain characters have changed positions. And characters have been recently catching my eye. Like Cloud and Roy and Mega Man have really been impressing me lately. Same with Snake. Same with Wolf. Same with Incineroar. These are characters that... Oh, and Samus. These are characters that really have been like impressing me lately. So yeah. But that's it. I mean, that's going to do it for me here, guys. I don't know what my next video will be. I would love to still talk about DLC characters, but sadly, I'm not exactly sure what direction to go in with that. I might just wait until we get the first reveal of the next character. Not saying when Joker comes out, but I am saying like whenever they reveal who that next character after Joker will be, then I might have an idea of what I want to say at that time. And my next video will probably most likely be, I don't know, but I do want to talk about Link and why I play Link eventually. But I kind of also don't want to talk about Smash anymore. Not anymore, but not for right now. I would like to talk about something else and then come back to Smash. So not exactly sure what I want to talk about just yet. Hopefully something Dragon Ball Z related, but we're still waiting for that fucking movie. So we'll see. But until then, I'll catch you guys.